Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my channel. So if you saw, the name of the channel is Lovers Anonymous. This is not an extension, but this is on the basis of a ministry that I recently launched in the month of February 26th was our launch day. Lovers Anonymous, if you've ever heard of other like AA or DA, I don't know what all of them are, but essentially it is a space where you can come if you need to get your foundation in love rebuilt and break down whatever it is that you had put together from your own experiences, things that you've been taught, and basically just those things that don't align with the way that God intends for us to do love. And it's put us in a space where we can't accept the love of God nor offer it to people because we don't really know it. One of my biggest goals is to get away from the fact that love is undescribable. So many times, y'all, we see like, I can't describe it. He loved me so good. She loved me so good. Like, yo, no, love is describable literally in the word. Not only that, but love is also describable to the point of how we experience God. And in the same ways and the things that we experience from God, we as his children are supposed to offer up that experience to other people. We should give people grace. We should be patient. We shouldn't keep a collection of wrong things that people do. And so Lovers Anonymous is just a space for you to get that rebuild, to break the stronghold of infatuation. Infatuation is really just short-lived love. It still has some of the same qualities, but basically once the tangible leaves, typically you leave too. I did a video about the stronghold of infatuation. I am having a video difficulty situation going on. This is my second time actually recording this video, and so I may or may not post that other video. I for sure want to. I don't know, y'all. We'll get into it when the time comes. If y'all hear cars, I'm in my car, so people is riding and going. But yes, today I have a quick word for you all. I guess I can do the whole socials thing at the end, or I could do it now. Y'all can keep up with us on social media. Instagram is LA Ministry. TikTok is LA Ministry. And the Twitter, I'm making a Twitter today, y'all. But if they have LA Ministry available, it will be LA Ministry. Keep up with the socials for just different content, different information. We will be doing monthly grants, so to keep up with that, and just like all the little stuff that we have coming. This is a men's and women's ministry. When y'all look at the Instagram, it's gonna look very women catered. God recently just said both men and women, and I'm like, because typically men and women listen to men before men and women listen to women. But at first I was like, oh God, oh, I know you lied. Hold on, y'all. See, that's just ghetto. He had no business doing that. At first I was just like, but God would never have me do something that he doesn't already have under control. So he already has the men for the ministry, and period. I don't have no other words for that. So yeah, if you want to keep up with us, those are the socials. If you want to support, I just feel like I'm not supposed to do all this at the beginning. And y'all, like, we already 3 minutes and 45 seconds in. It's like, where's the message? That's okay. I'll put it in the description where the message starts if you just don't want to hear all this. Yeah, I'ma just get into the message. So God be in the mix. You are in the mix, okay? Stay in the mix. All you, none of me. And let's talk to your people. So today I'm going to be talking about the things that we substitute for impatience, or the ways that impatience is disguised in our lives. So pretty much on this channel, I'm going to give revelations that God has given to me. So I'm going to share a lot of life, personal experience, because the greatest love you can get is in relationship with God. And so let's do that. Let's talk about relationship with God. That's pretty much what we're going to do here. Okay, so most recently, I have another business, Unapologetic Girl Boss, and I have a fashion line within that. And so I dropped the March campaign for the fashion line. I got a new strategy and everything with this my bomb friend who gave me strategy on how to maneuver with that. And those dropped. I bought some shirts up front. Woo, 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 woo. So I have been selling clothes for a minute. But so with this drop, right, I have not seen any sales in the first week. And so we drop in the middle of the month, and we only sell that product for the remainder of the month because I do a series of limited collections. So the first week has gone by, hadn't sold anything. I'm like, Lord, what's going on? What's going on? And so I kind of really just had to look at one. I hadn't made the shirts until Saturday, I believe. I hadn't made the shirts until Saturday, but I dropped that Monday. So first, my trust was out of whack. Because why didn't you make the stuff before you dropped it? You didn't anticipate to get any sales. Okay, because you wasn't sure, you wasn't certain. And then I found myself asking God, okay, Lord, just tell me what you want me to do. Tell me what you need me to do. Maybe that strategy was more worldly and it wasn't you. It was maybe too logical and it wasn't God practical. Tell me what you need me to do. I need to sit for like 2-3 hours. I just need to get realigned. I feel like I haven't been talking to you. Mind you, I talk to God a lot. But these are the things that start to cloud your mind when you're away from the reality of what it actually is. And so I'm like, let me just sit with God for 3 hours. Let me just recompose myself, regain myself. Like, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, I'm telling myself that, okay, that's what I'm going to do today. What was this, yesterday? Was it yesterday? I don't know. It was yesterday. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm finna sit with God. I'm finna spend some hours because he going to tell me what I need to do. And in the mix of me saying that, he said, it's just impatience. It's just impatience. I already told you what to do. I already gave you strategy. Perform such and keep staying the course. And for me, the impatience and for a lot of people, the impatience comes from not being able to see what is attached to the thing God has told you to do. I'm like, maybe I wasn't supposed to drop the shirts. Maybe I'm not supposed to do a limited collection. Maybe I should just focus on the ministry primarily and say, forget the business right now. Set that to the side. No, I've already had my time where God had me sit the business down. But impatience and lack of being able to see what God is doing puts you in a space of starting to renege or second guess the things God has told you. Baby, you better know that you hear from God. You better know that you hear from God. Because when you discredit your ability to hear from the Lord, anybody can come in and make you start swaying and moving, bopping and hooving. Okay? We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that at all. And not only that, right? Getting into the fact that I didn't make the shirts. A lot of times, in worldly perspective, we be like, oh, y'all just lazy people, just lazy. They don't want to. The reality is that some people are lazy. I give it to them. But a lot of people are not lazy. Laziness is a cover-up word as well for lack of trust. We don't actively work toward what it is that we are not trusting God for. I wasn't actively making them shirts for what it is that I was not trusting God for, and that's sales. Now, further revelation, and y'all, I'm talking super fast, and perfectly this is all coming together. I didn't need to laugh like that. I just made myself forget what I was saying. Oh, so yesterday, right, I was talking to my homegirl. This is the same girl who gave me the strategy for the limited collections and stuff like that, Super Bomb. And she was asking me, she was calling for me to update her. So she helps me with the creation of the campaigns. And so she was like, how's everything going? And I'm like, okay, it's going good. Like, I haven't sold anything yet, but I have been pushing out content. Now, let me let me set the tone just kind of like about my fashion brand. So it is custom stuff that I create myself, but it's more about the God message. And that's something that I had been saying. Like, it's about the message, it's not about the shirt. The current campaign that we're in is about choosing faith over feelings, and not allowing your feelings to consume you, laying them down to God, but then going forward. So we have the Choose tee, super cute. I don't have it on. I had it on in yesterday's video, which I couldn't upload, but super cute tee. And I was already telling myself these campaigns, the reason why I'm doing videos, and I do I have like a 4-part series attached to it, photos, a feelings dump, just different stuff, because it's more about the message and the concept than it is the t-shirt. The t-shirt and people getting the stuff that I market is only for a reminder to what you actually got from the campaign. And she was like, yo, even though you haven't sold anything though, you've already learned a lot. Consistency, putting things together. And I was like, yo, God is showing me what it feels like to be okay with the message being more important than a sale, because I haven't sold anything. And so I was talking to God this morning, and of course you never want to say, well, if I don't, because we don't want to speak bad on our businesses. But God, have your will. And if God's will was for me not to sell anything in this campaign, would it suck a bit? Hello, I'm human, yes. But I would be grateful that God grounded me in actually being able to see what it's like to feel the thankfulness of people still haven't got the message. Because even if no one buys the shirt, like I said, I'm not speaking that into my business. God's will be done. But they got the message. You don't have to buy a shirt to get the message. That's one thing I never want to be or never want to do. I'm not going to sell you the shirt and then give you a whole bucket load of message in your shipping package. All the information on how you can grow from feelings and really activate your faith continuously is throughout the campaign and on my social media. If y'all want to check that out, my social media is Unapologetic Girl Boss. Quick plug. But God was really showing me, I need you to understand that not only that, but God is testing my trust. And God is saying, what will you do when you don't see something happening in what I've told you to do? Will you stay the course? Will you keep going? Let me tell y'all something. She's a runner. She's a track star. I will not stop doing nothing that God told me to do. I'm going to have feelings about it, but I will not stop doing nothing that God told me to do. And so in ending this video, I feel like I said so much, but my encouragement to you is to, one, stop calling yourself lazy. There's a lack of trust, and that's okay. Just don't stay there. It becomes not okay when you stay there. Stop telling yourself you're lazy. It's a lack of trust. Go ask God, why is it that I can't seem to trust you? A lot of times our personal experiences and the things that we've endured or people have done to us reflects on our relationship with God, which is so funny because none of those situations be having anything to do with God, and it's all flesh. But that's how we operate as humans. So ask God, look, what is it? Take me back to that place that broke my trust in general, which is why I cannot trust you. And continue, God, as my Father, to show me reasons why I can trust you. God always does. But if you're not seeing him, ask him to make it bolder. Ask him to put it further in your face, because God wants you to trust him. So boom, trust right there. Second thing, don't be so impatient because you cannot see what God has connected to the thing he's told you to do. That's what faith is about. Do you think that if God told you everything that was going to happen and you did it, that's not the same thing as choosing, and that's definitely not loving God. That would mean that we would be infatuated with him. I'll move when you show me what's going to happen. What's the tangible attached to it? No, because I love God, because I've seen the faithfulness of God and who he is internally in my life, and not just tangibly, but internally in my life, I'm able to say, I'll trust this man. This man has told me to do this. I'll trust this man because I know that Jesus will never forsake me. Okay, so really get into looking at that. Like, don't be so impatient. Don't be so impatient, and take it to God. Lord, I'm impatient. Have it. Lord, I'm impatient. Help me. Ask for help. We can't do nothing without God anyway. So don't be sitting around acting like, I almost said, yo, I don't stay. Why would I say that? Look, whatever. Whatever. Ask God for help. Ask God for help. And really just build on the vision God has given you. Build on the vision God has given you. Understand the people that are attached to you. Y'all, this morning, it was about 7 a.m., maybe 6 something. I woke up and I felt over me like I needed God to help me not help me understand. I needed God to remind me or show me or help me by letting me know the people that are attached to me, because I knew that I needed that reason to go and keep going and building on a vision, even when you're not sure what's attached to it, but I know it's greatness. When you're waiting on the promises of God and you don't know when they're going to happen, but I know they will, I needed God to just show me who's connected to me. I went back to sleep, and I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. God speaks to me so heavily in dreams, and I interpret dreams regularly. And I went back to sleep, and let's see, what happened? I was taking my sister to Dance practice. Okay, when I take my sister to dance practice, that helps her parents. So that's already 1, 2, 3. By taking her to dance practice, that also helps the dance teacher because she's making money from that her parents paying for her to go to dance class. Now, in the mix of that, I had applied for a job at Dollar Tree, y'all. Why I applied for a job at Dollar Tree? You better give it to me, Jesus! So, there's a book. I'm going to show y'all the book. It's in my bag by Marshawn Evans Daniels. And she has this concept. I can't tell y'all fully about it because y'all have to buy the book. She has this concept called the $1 and $5 moment. Or it's called something else, but it's about $1 and $5. And Dollar Tree, everything's $1. As I had applied to this job, I had applied and already finna work there. I was supposed to be there at 1 o'clock, but I still hadn't taken my sister to dance class. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late. This is my first day. They're gonna be like, girl, what the frick you doing? And I'm like, maybe I just shouldn't go because I don't even know if God has called me to do such. Now, this $1 and $5 moment that she talks about in here, for a backstory, the $1 moment is basically settling. And this morning, I hadn't even got through this dream. I'm like, God, Dollar Tree? Because when you choose to do what you feel like is best because you can see vision, not vision, because God gives you vision. You can see already everything that's going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. That's when you're doing something that you want to do. First off, right? But that's settling. And that hinders your ability to help that sister that's then connected to the parents, that's then connected to the homegirl with the dance studio. It hinders. And now you settled for a $1 moment when you could have got a $5 moment doing what God had called you to do and putting trust in him, even though you didn't know how everything was going to happen. So, Jesus, you on one. You on one. So, going further, I then had a dream. In the same dream or something, I ended up then being around my aunt and her 2 kids. God has called me to help her in some ways, and I'm so excited about when that is time for that to happen. And I was all of a sudden there. Then next thing you know, I was with my brother and he had done something, but it's like a thing right now going on. But it spoke to me in that way. And then my mom was there and then my goddad was there and we were at my other godparents' house. And it was just so many people in my life that were there. And God was showing me all of these people are connected to you. Because I needed to see that. Because if we just doing this for us, baby, I'd be in the bed. Or I'd be doing what I want to do just to make some quick cash. But that's not what life is about. It's not what life is about at all. I gotta say this again. Y'all get this book, Believe Bigger. It's a matching devotional. I'm gonna show y'all that too. Plug. Y'all better get her stuff. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, I said that dream to say that God showed me, don't settle for what you want for it to feed that satisfaction. Because getting a job at Dollar Tree get me some money. I'm not, I don't work. I'm an entrepreneur. But I don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, ideally, that would be something that somebody would do because your girl got to pay her bills. And my businesses haven't peaked and heaped like they will. But I do work. I'm an entrepreneur, okay? Small business owner. So start seeing in the vision that God has given you. Don't just be like, yeah, I'm not working right now. Baby, you're an entrepreneur. You're doing what God has told you to do right now. That's what you are. Say what you are. I'm an entrepreneur. What do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. So, don't settle. Don't settle for what it is that you want to do in life. God's vision prevails over all. And I won't say nothing else. The video is a wrap. So again, our socials, which I said at the beginning, Instagram, LA Ministry, TikTok, LA Ministry, Twitter, if they'll give it to me, LA Ministry. And if they won't, in the next video on Sunday, y'all see what the Twitter is. When y'all get on those social platforms, it's not even really posted on yet. This is all new to me and just learning how to navigate these socials and really making this open space for both men and women and making it men and women-y. But the coolest thing about Lovers Anonymous, we will never share your face, but it's your job to tell the world. I do that as a tactic to have people choose to love God and choose to use their story to, my stomach growling. I'm outside of Publix, y'all. I'm finna get me a sandwich. But that's what I get for always talking in between stuff. yes, the goal in that is to get people to choose to share and spread the love of God. I'm not going to force anybody to tell anyone how God has rebuilt their foundation when they come within the ministry. But it's like, why wouldn't you? Share the grace of God. And then also the Group Anonymous, I didn't talk about that, but Group Anonymous is within the ministry. That's more of, excuse me, I always keep saying our intensive. I don't know, but like, it's more of our intensive program where I actually work with the maximum of 10 people to revisit those areas where the foundation of love was broken, trust, where infatuation was built, because I was infatuated and I went back and I've seen how those things happened in my life. And so I'm just helping people do what I did. We already have a group for the month of April. We got 6 people this month and I'm super excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you want to check out anything as well, our website is www.laministry.world, which I gotta change the website too, y'all. God just told me a couple days ago to change it. It's not really changing it because that was already God's vision. I just assumed that I had to do a women's ministry, and I think that also came from feeling insecure about, will men listen to me? But men will, and men have before. So let me act like I know what's up. Okay. But if you want to learn more information about the ministry and or support, you can share our socials. You can donate. You can grab a t-shirt. Our goal for the month of April is to raise $1,200. That will cover 2 months of the program of the people within Group Anonymous, because they pay a membership fee of $5, but the membership fee goes toward the grant. So it will help get the materials that I'll be sending to them, because they get a box every month and also a parting gift. So yeah, I said a lot at the end, but if you guys like this video, you can comment if you want. Like, I don't really know what like comments or likes do, but like, comment, and definitely subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can see when I post every Sunday. I don't want you to miss, because my messages do be heat, fire. Do whatever you feel led to do. But with that all being said, I love y'all. Have a blessed Monday, because I'll post on Sundays, but yesterday I couldn't get the video uploaded, and this is me re-recording it and what God intended anyway. So I know that this video blessed you, because it blessed me. And go out and be a blessing. And remember, we are here to love and be loved. That is the purpose that God created us, so he could love us and so that we could also love him and love others. Boop.